Never, always pushing for the doubt. Hit a left and a right fist right to their mouth. I was never cocky figure till I started stacking figures. How you make a cocky nigga give him all the traffic? Always humble, but I got a couple bad habits. Set the numbers adding zeros to these mathematics. Get you talking different, walking like you gang banging.
Salute to the gang, salute to the film, man. Drop a like, drop a comment. Hey, yo, gang, we getting right to it. Listen, I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I couldn't even clip this guy. You know why I couldn't clip this guy? Because his voice annoys me. His face annoys me. So if I'm gonna do this, I gotta do this with y'all. And I don't even know if I could do that. But you on the board, gang. Yo, what's the dirt? I need to talk to you, gang. Who co-signed you? Who told you could talk about this stuff? I'm not going to downplay the way you edit. I'm not going to downplay the way you drop your content. I'm not going to downplay none of that. I'm getting in tune with you. I've been seeing your little clips popping up over the last year as I've been doing my Kendrick versus Drake-ish, while I've been sitting here doing all the hip-hop-ish. I've been sitting here. But listen, today, if you're not familiar with me, it's a perfect time to introduce this button. Boy, I'm going to make this clean for you. I'm going to make this clean for you, alright? I'm not going to make this easy for you. I'm not going to sit there. You can go back to all my clips, take all the N-words. You can sit there and make all this. Gang, I come from this. Do you understand that? Don't get the light on me and the fact that I look light-skinned on this camera confused, gang. I come from this. And I'm so tired of these suburbanite little mommy and daddy raised little kids. Or maybe their moms raised them, but they were in a nice neighborhood. And in order for their moms, you know what I'm saying, to make up for the daddy that left to the store and never came back for the cigarettes. That's what you white boys, right? They go off for the milk and they go off for you know what I'm saying? They do all that. That's what they do, right? They take your asses to the damn Target or to the Walmart and get you the Drake albums, the Lil Wayne albums, and then y'all grew up. Y'all little nerdy ass kids grew up, and now we sitting there having to sit here and get these dumbass takes. Not no more, gang. Not no more. This is what I'm here for. This is what I'm here for. We call it right it is, gang. You're not going to sit here and restructure the history of music, of our culture, the things that we came from, stories that we came from. And you got this white boy that got a few tattoos named Matthew. His name is Matthew. And all the content creators that I've seen you get in beefs with and all this stuff, bro, they not me. Respectfully to them. You beefed with a guy that looks like, you know what I'm saying, he's on his professional-ish. Then you beefing with another guy that, you know what I'm saying, he got no face in his content. Yo, salute to deleted. But you got another guy that sit there and he's cooking you. And all these guys cook you. And you sit there and you act like you unbothered. You act like you sit there and you, gang, you are like a prejudice, like you have no sense of self. You could clearly tell that you are a narcissist. You could clearly tell that you're full of yourself, and nobody's ever really checked your real life. Have you ever been slapped in the face? Because I promise you, a guy like me really would take these 5 fingers. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. Gang, who are you? People ask that about me. I want to ask that about you. I want to know who you are, and the internet is an amazing thing. You see how quickly I learned about you just from the people in the comments. I've been seeing your clips. As I've said, I've been seeing your clips over the last year covering this Kendrick shit with the Drake shit. And gang, I don't understand. All your takes sound just as delusional and just as goalpost moving as Maul, as academics, as all of these other guys, and you on a low tier level. You may be a bigger channel than I, but gang, that don't make you any more of a man. That don't make you any better than this than I. Those edits is light. Those Adobe edits is light, gang. Alright, you going to Reddit pulling clips, that's light, bro. That's light. You putting some music behind it, doing whatever YouTuber does. It's light. Can you cook? Can you cook? Can you sit there and actually go bar for bar with somebody that's actually from this, that's actually been involved in this, that's actually seen this out? No, you can't. No, you can't. So here's what we're gonna do. What's the dirt? I can't even listen to this. Listen to this guy, bro.
Guys.
Listen to this.
All right, guys. A lot has happened with Drake since the battle with Kendrick ended. The boy's been really busy. First, of course, we got the 100 gigs footage where we saw a lot of special moments.
This shit, though, with the right hook on it.
Bro, that's trophies. That's fucking trophies, bro. Yo, who co-signed this guy? This guy said he go bar for bar with anybody. You see how they changed the narratives? Yo, 100 gigs was a flop. Straight like that. It was a flop. All of last year belonged to Kendrick. All of like, look, you see how annoyed? Not even 14 seconds, and already I'm already dispelling. That is trophies. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
We got some.
That's not no footage from no 100 gigs, gang. Like, yo, how much glazing does it take for you to want to get the attention of a grown man, right? That's trying to be a little boy still, all right? And is never going to give you the attention. Do you see how he treats academics? Yo, y'all not young enough. Yo, Matthew, you're not young enough. Do you understand that? You're not young enough for Drizzy. You just another Drakestein nut hugger. That's what you are. Just another Drakestein nut hugger. Like, your voice is so irritating, gang. Because you're dead wrong. You're dead wrong. Tell me where last year Drake had any motion outside of him trying to scrape and scramble out of the freaking burial that he was buried in, the gravesite that was dug out for him, and everybody was crip walking on that mug. Tell me, where did he have moments? Grammys came and left. 5 nominations for this boy right here. Guess how many he won? 0. 0. Zilch. Nada. Cero. Loco, nada. Do you understand what that means? 0. He had nothing. He won nothing. He went home empty-handed. Drake went home empty-handed. What moment? Where was everybody cheering on for Drake? He's been getting clowned on whether it's Twitter or on the outskirts of all these social media sites. They look at this guy like a clown. Do you understand that? He is about to be 40 next year. Still doing duck lips on Instagram. You understand that? Still trying to pull little girls. You understand that? And then you guys that sit here and do all these YouTube videos and put the little music behind it and do the little... I understand all that. I get it. I get it. But that don't make what you say, it don't make it factual. Just because you make it like a documentary, don't make it factual. It makes it a mockumentary. It makes it literally like it's fiction, gang. It's fiction. Remember back in the day when we learned about nonfiction and fiction? You know what I'm saying? There's books that are based on real life and real things and all stuff like that. And then there's the books of imagination. And apparently all these guys figured out, all these remedials, I decided to figure out, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? I could turn on the camera. Hey, Mom, could you please buy me a camera so I could go live and I could do whatever I got to do? And then they sit here and they grab on to our culture. They grab on to whatever niche that they can hang on to. And then they sit there and they start to cook this. But they burning up all the food. They burning up all the food. It ain't a clean cook like this. It's not a clean cook like this. because they don't come from this.
With no seasoning, might I add.
Yeah, I mean, come on, gang. We all know, man. Salute to my, you know what I'm saying? Salute to my caucus, you know what I'm saying? Salute to my white peoples. But listen, y'all just started learning about Goya, like you know, and Sasson, like, about, like, you know what I'm saying, like 2-3 years ago, when everybody was stuck inside. Well, that was like 5 or 6 years ago.
You gotta have the Sasson on everything.
Days blend, gang, my bad. But yo, we got the seasoning. We come from that, gang. Do you understand that? Like, we have the seasoning. We have the sauce. Y'all try to be like us. So when Kendrick sat there and said not like us, appreciate the moment of the culture. Y'all sit there. I'm so tired of these guys, you know what I'm saying, sit there and they talk to it's like you talking down to us. Like you sit there like you're doing something for us. Like you're defending. Yo, I can defend myself, gang. And I probably can speak for all of us in the culture and say, yo, we can defend ourselves. We ain't got no issues with that. It's you guys that sit here and try to get involved and try to act like y'all have something to say.
Yeah, you gotta get this nigga the fuck out of here, bro. Because this nigga's
like, look at this, bro. Like, where was any of these things hits, bro? Where was any of these things hits? Where was, these are all throwaways. These are all him try hard. You ever heard what a try hard is? This is Drake being a try hard.
Throwaways, bro. These are fucking broad throwaways, if anything, nigga. Because that nigga don't even fucking write his own lyrics.
Like, are you kidding me?
Crazy,
are you kidding me, bro? He literally got dragged. 5 Grammy nominations. He lost them all for a reason. Kenny won all of them. Do you understand how many? All right, you want to take down the pivotal moments. Break down the pivotal moments, Mr. Editor. Mr. Editor, I challenge you. What's the dirt? Matthew, I challenge you. I challenge you, gang, to actually pull up all the moments of Drake, all the monumental, not no old-ass clips. I want you to pull up actual clips because I can tell you how many moments Drake had, about 3 or 4. About 3 or 4 moments. You want to throw the Nokia at the dude, at the boy? All right. You want to throw the album and you want to act like the album, you know what I'm saying, like the album was him? No, he had to go get Party Next Door and they had to go bring all the records. All right? You bring all the records. Nah. I'm going to steal the motion. Forget that. Like, I'm tired of these content creators, bro. Like, this is literally like, bro, you see the comments. You see the comments. You see what everybody's tired of this. Everybody's tired of this. Listen, you gonna get cold edits over here. You gonna get cold edits, but yo, my face is on this. Alright? You know who's talking. And I done been, listen, you could try to do all that extra online stuff. I already been through it, gang. I've been here a year. That's why you don't see I never did none of this for clout. I did this out the mud. This is out the mud. Do you understand that? This is out the mud because I come from this. I started this to pack wannabe content creators like you up and make your shit look simple. Make your shit look simple. And I don't even got to do much. I do it effortlessly. You will never get no compromise things here. If even down to my favorite artists do some F-ish. Yo, we gon' address it. We gon' address it. But the one thing I won't do is sit here and continue to, you know what I'm saying, let these guys to perpetuate and run up these narratives. And that's why you sit here and you have the freaking Avengers, all right? The Avengers for Drake right now, all outside trying to cape for this guy. On an album that ain't gonna do nothing. How do you come up on an album? He never went away. What's the dirt? He never went away. Matthew, he never went away. He was throwing nothing but trash, basura-ass music. Nothing hit. He had to go to TikTok. He had to pay influencers. And I'm telling you, Brody, we know about payola. We know what it is. These influencers get paid. There's whole jobs behind this. We're not stupid, gang. You're not going to trick us over here. You may trick all your little fans that don't come from that life, or all the fans outside of the scope that don't understand what it is. All the people. All the people that watch, all these content creators that sit here and cover the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You got Trap Lord Ross that lives all the way over on the other side of the country, and he's talking about whole stories. That's a baby of academics. He don't know nothing about this. That dude go out to the UK and cover anything going on in the UK, and he go out there, he probably gets stabbed up in the wrong spot, because you know what? They don't play that. A lot of you content creators, it's easy to be inside. It's easy to be always inside and covering all these artists and talking about these artists and trying to restructure the career, because you think, oh yeah, I'm being part of the Drake army. Well, listen, your boy has declined. His stock has declined, and it's time for all of y'all to just accept that. Your boy's getting older. He's like the old wrestler in the room. It's time for him to go away. He's just doing everything for clout. The guy literally had to link up with Smiley now to say he's literally turning into Jay-Z, bro. He cannot get a hit without having a feature. It's not the Drake feature. It's whoever he's featuring. Let's call it what it is. Let's stop playing. Let's stop playing like he's the one. The days of us clubbing in the club with Drake songs, the old songs. Stop playing, acting like all his new Jones as we're sitting there playing in the clubs. It's not. It's not. I've been in these clubs. Do you understand that? I've been to the lounges. I've been literally to the outside parties now that summer's going. They nobody playing no masa. I'm telling you that right now. I'm from this. I'm here. I'm outside. Guess what, gang? Nobody's playing masa at all. And I'm from the East Coast. So you could run all the TikTok videos. You could run all the clips of all these little nerdites, you know what I'm saying, that be sitting there, you know what I'm saying? They got the time to sit there and do TikToks. But why don't you step outside, Matthew? Why don't you go outside into the actual hood and see if they playing Drake? They not, boy. They not. I guarantee you they're playing Squabble Up before they're playing fucking Masa 2 times. And I'm having more fun. Listen, bro, I couldn't even get through 30 seconds of this stupid Drake comeback album. I'm gonna give you 15 more seconds. Let's see what you got for me. Let's see what you got.
Like, they claim this was the worst music he ever put out. It's not it.
Oh my God, something that I can agree with you on. Yes, it was the worst. It was the worst. It's copy paste. Copy paste, and anybody that's been in the industry knows that these guys record. Listen, gang, let me peel the curtain back for those that maybe don't know, maybe an audience that don't know. Hey, listen, when you hear these songs have been in rotation in the studios. Whether some of these beats have been ran through 10, 15 artists before it makes the one that you hear on the radio. Months before it hits the radio. What's new to y'all is old to us as the artists. We gotta plan this shit out years in advance, alright? We gotta sit there and get motions of where the music is trending, where it's gonna go. So you have to tailor your music and kind of have the foresight. So the fact that Drake had to hire everybody, alright, and become literally the modern day Milli Vanilli of this ish, alright, he hired everybody, and that's fine. But you can never say that you the top dog. You can never say that you the king of rap. You can never say that you the GOAT of anything in this industry. You cannot compare yourself to Michael Jackson, because even though Michael Jackson sat there and has songs, you know what I'm saying, written and do all this stuff like that, and that will be a conversation that will always have him, you know what I'm saying, with the Prince and him conversation, that will always play a little bit of a factor. But you cannot never take away Michael Jackson's aura. You can never take away the fact that he came from this. His daddy beat him into succession. Do you understand that? Drake's daddy was not there. Drake's daddy was not there. Drake is constantly looking for the man's support. Constantly sitting there like, Daddy, do you notice me? 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 That's what he'd be singing to his dad, and his dad be like, yo, shut the f up. Like, do you got another hit or do you not? Like, if you don't got another bag to send to me, then, you know what I'm saying, we ain't got nothing to speak on. I already did my job. You already gave me the bag for last month. Like, imagine that type of relationship where you're constantly looking for the approval of your father, and you sit there and you can't even be a good father yourself. Allegedly. Allegedly, gang. Allegedly. Alright? Unless it's for a cover. Unless it's for, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's for the promo. Unless it's for the promo. Unless it's for the promo.
Dad, you ever heard the song I did where I sampled the beginning of that and then rapped over it?
No.
No! Shut the fuck up and give me some money! Daddy wasn't there. He grew up with Barbara Streisand. Like, his mother, dead ass looked like Barbara Streisand, gang. Like, did you see when he was talking to his mother and he was, you know what I'm saying, mother, you know, you're the best mother. And, you know what I'm saying, hey, salute, kudos to him, you know what I'm saying, having a relationship with his mom like that. But, yo, he's a white boy. I don't care about none of the mixed shit. Hey, since you like to do that, Matthew, don't you like to do that? Don't you be calling people milkman and all this type of weirdo, like black and white stuff? Don't you be doing that, thinking you get it under your breath and you act like nobody sitting here and want to check you for that? Try that in real life and see nobody checks you for the type of language and lingos you be using. Do you think you can get off on this internet? Because you think you smarter. You think you're smarter. You think you have to talk down to people because you think, oh, you know what I'm saying? I got me a couple of views. Well, listen over here. I don't give about no couple of views. See, I'll challenge myself to sit there and do a clean cook like this. No N-words, no nothing, because I want to show you the intellect, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to show you the delivery is that nice, and I have multiple deliveries, gang. I come from this. You don't. You don't. And we're going to have a nice, fun summer with you. All right? Listen, you see the burial? Hey, gang, y'all know. If y'all been here since day one, all right? You know you know what I'm saying? We open up the grave sites for these content creators that think they own or something. How ironic. Your name wants the dirt, gang. I'm going to have fun pouring this dirt, nigga, on your gravestone.
Never, always pushing for the doubt. Hit a left and a right fist right to their mouth. I was never cocky figure till I started stacking figures. How you make a cocky nigga give him all the traffic? Always humble, but I got a couple bad habits. Set the numbers adding zero to these mathematics. Get you talking different, walking like you gang banging.